Hi everyone, so today I fucked up. I completely forgot my microphone, but you know what, let's do something a little bit different for today. Just this little voiceover. Anyway, so it's been a couple of days since I did this session, so I kind of need to remind myself of what I did. But I remember something. During squat, I kind of had this idea that I've came across on YouTube to be able to improve your squat. Mainly, this is going to be about the elbow drive, and so that's kind of the thing that was on my mind during this session, where I was trying to kind of keep my elbow down first of all when I rack the weight, and then when I'm going down, and as soon as I start going back up, I try to kind of drive my elbow forward to help keep my spine very tight and rigid so I can push into the ground really hard. And so that's something that I found. I don't remember the YouTuber that is doing that, but that I found explaining that, but he's pretty much a very high performer, I think a world-class power lifter, so I think you know one of the things or two about that. So that's kind of what I wanted to try, and it definitely helped. Anyway, so this is the warm-up where we start getting to 140 kilogram weight, 3 plates. Generally speaking, that's relatively easy until now, even with the 160 here. But the thing that I really try to keep in mind is really sinking deep, because what is really important is as you get stronger and stronger is to keep your depth, because this is very easy to cheat your way to actually lifting more by reducing your depth, but that's a short-term fix that will not allow you to grow over the long run. So that's important to really go, especially here with the elastic band. So that is a very important thing that I'm trying to do at each rep, even with heavier weight like this at 180. So here you can see that my elbows are still way too high, but maybe this is because of the weight. Then when I start getting back, you see that actually my elbows start getting a little bit in front. So that's kind of the thing. But 180 felt somewhat easy. So I guess I wanted to try 190, and I said, you know what, I may be able to do it, but just unracking the weight and moving back was very difficult. So then I went back down on this one. That was the first time I tried. Actually, this is the second time I tried 190, but the first time I tried a few weeks ago, I completely failed it. So I was kind of worried, but eventually it passed, and it feels somewhat okay. Even not easy, but comfortable. So I went on to the second rep, feeling somewhat confident that I can do it, even though unracking the weight and moving back is really difficult. And so what I did here is I sank so deep that then it was so hard to come back up. So I really struggled, and it pretty much took everything I had to be able to come back up. I kind of let myself drop a little too much on that one, and wow, that was insanely difficult to come back up. And on this one, you can see that I was so exhausted by the first one that actually I realized just after unracking the weight, there is no way I could get back down and go back up. I mean, the first two reps just destroyed me. Yeah, exactly as I said. Anyway, I still managed to have a PB of 190, so that's a good performance this week. And for this mesocycle, the goal is 200, so we'll get there eventually. Moving on to the bench. So here I didn't really have a lot of things in my head except testing, because I found different things to test with a different lift, and mainly with the bench is about the leg drive. And so I think I've kind of tried a few things here, but didn't really feel, because initially what I wanted to do is kind of try to use my legs to kind of bend them a little as I go down to then explode, but didn't really work. So eventually I mean, you know what, I'm just going to focus on making good lift, moving on to 100, and I'm really happy because 100 now starts becoming really consistent. I think I have about 4 reps in the tank if I really want it. Then I went on to 110, and actually I felt it last time, so I was really happy to see that it went pretty well. So because last time when I felt it, that was because I was doing after the squat, where actually no anyway, whatever. So I wanted to do it again because it felt somewhat easy, and after that I think, you know what, maybe I can do 115. Let's give it a try. And completely failed. But 115 was 110 was already not a PB, but getting back to my old PB, so that was already a good pair for the day. And then 115 was kind of, that's where I realized that the actually also, because there is something I haven't told you, is that this week, that's the first week where I'm kind of switching my schedule a little, because until now that was kind of squat then deadlift, and so that was two very heavy stuff at the same time, so that was really brutal. So that thing this week, that's why I kind of switching with trying to, okay, I have the squat, so that's more lower body driven. I'm going to do bench just after, which is upper body driven, and so that's where I can, even though the squat is brutal on the nervous system, I'm still fresh on my upper body, so I think I can actually manage to do something great after. Anyway, so then I did a little bit of hypertrophy work, because it's a big lift or for gaining strength, but they need also a little bit of hypertrophy, so that's what I did. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.